listening is a skill.
Yeah.
Being able to listen and adjust your performance according to what the director wants.
Yes.
Especially if it comes. Because we're there, whatever you do there is for 30 seconds, 15 sometimes, So there's no time. Don't waste time.
Hola, Mafetu. Welcome to another episode of Conversations with Us. When we talk about everything mental health when it comes to us actors. And I'm joined by my big brother, Lithemba Mkoka. Have you seen the latest Discovery advert? You know that face. You know the face. It's also on Shaka, iLembe.
Yeah.
Catch his performance there. Big bro, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. These are called the Blind Faith Conversations with Us.
Yeah.
Why are they called Blind Faith Conversations with Us? It's because our company right now, we're in pre-production for our first feature film.
Oh, dope.
Blind Faith.
Yeah.
If you remember last year, I figure with some merchandise showing you guys, we'll say, so we're trying to keep
it.
But before we get in there, shout out to Red Bull for giving us wings to work on our mental health. You know what it is? TJ, crack it up. Yes, sir. Thank you, King. Thank you. Red Bull, shout out. Asingene straight into this, bro.
Yes, sir.
My first question is gonna be around NJ. What's your take on society's view on mental health? Because Blind Faith is about a young girl, Usingi, who is a victim of trauma and grief after she's lost both her parents in a drinking and driving accident, and she had to now move back from Asia, coming to SA back, because she can take over everything, But in this grief and in this trauma that she's a victim of, her immediate society is blind to a mental health condition. So what do you think were causes that people to be blind to our mental health conditions as even actors?
What's up? Thank you for having me, first of all. Shout out.
It's an honor, King.
Oh yeah. So I think you asked me two questions.
Yeah.
What do you think where society's view is with regards to mental health.
Yeah.
So I think that to answer that, I think it's gotten a lot better with the digital age, especially amongst us, the millennials, and I think now the Gen Zs as well understand it better, because they're a different breed of young kids, that are just fearless and very opinionated and vocal about things, right? We see it at home, sisters and brothers. There's still room for improvement. There's still room for improvement. There's still room for us to grow and learn in the space and understand it a lot more, and also define it in our languages, because now it's also it's still in English. It's still a dialogue that's had in English. It's still a dialogue that's had in which is so we understand it. I mean, me and you could. There's no hard. We don't have a problem grasping it, but we have to define it in Gesu, in Xhosa, Aspedi. What is it, and in length, so people can understand in the communities, because not all of us are privileged to speak.
The common tongue.
The common tongue. the Queen's language.
And I guess that's the reason why, as a company, we've decided to, in our first couple of years of existence, to really focus on that niche market. Ukusebenzisa our work as a means of communicating lento lena esingakwazi ukuyitolika ngesiZulu. If uzochazela umuntu ukuthi yini depression in a tongue that they will understand. We've seen ukuthi ukusebenzisa ifilm as a reference kind of helps them understand more. You know, we've done a lot of workshops it was in rural areas, emalokishini, and conversation, yes, ubuke movie, and then the conversation yenzeke ngesizulu uyabona, and lokho kwenziwa ukuthi there's now a common thing umuntu akwazi ukuyibuka and then reference uyabona. So then do you think ukuthi or the other question before siqhubeke was ukuthi what makes our immediate society as actors be blind to the mental health conditions that we might undergo? Mental challenges that we might face.
Well, I think because even it's a lack of understanding, right? I think also even the space they don't understand that we participate in. You know, it's not as clear, my brother. It's very nuanced, the space that we work in. So also they don't understand. We deal with a lot of rejection. You get 1,000 no's before you get 1 yes. Even we also don't understand. It's not. When we get into it, it's not what we think
it's gonna be like, yes.
And then you watch other people get into it, and immediately things go up for them. That has to mess with you mentally. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of things that you have to take into account, right? Take into consideration. Even yourself as a performer, and it's also it becomes very hard to translate that to people who are 9 to 5 corporate. Everything is, you know, there's a structure to what they do, and for us it's just
you can get like a huge bag right now, and 4 months go no bag,
and so the structure, you have to find the structure for yourself. You kind of have to work for yourself, and that structure is not it's a structure that has to be flexible as well, because work comes in different ways, and you know, you have to also look at other things. If you are just an actor and there's nothing that you're going to do on brother, either you're lucky, like, and you
working every day,
you get it going, not even every day, but
like
you make enough
to
sustain a year, and you're not frivolous with your money, you know. Then you're good. You know, you're one of the few that are able to do that. But for the rest of us, we have to find. I'm skilled in so many things, so that I can at least make money on the side. You know, when I'm not working.
When you're not working as an actor, you are working as something else.
within the
industry as well.
That's how I've made it. That's how I've shaped that's how I've structured my life. Was that I'm working, whatever I do has to be within the industry, so that I don't commit myself to a 9 to 5. I avoided jobs where I was, like, when I was starting, I did retail jobs. I was a bartender, but even that is a bartender is flexible. But there are jobs where I could have signed a contract for, you know, and be an employee for a long time. Like even being a receptionist, I could have done that, you know. But I specifically stayed away from that, and it comes at a price. You know?
No, it does come with its own price.
So I think to add to finalize the answer is, it's very tricky to understand this industry, right? It's very and to relay, or you know, not the message, but to translate what we go through becomes very hard. People take advantage, and you don't want that. You want to take advantage of, you know? Because as much as you are with artwork, when you do work, you want to be paid what you're worth. You want to be paid what you qualified for, you know. Yes, we've done all these other jobs. Like, if we've been in the industry for 10 years plus, we've done all the you know.
Yo, dog, I need you on set real quick.
You know, we've done all the favors we can do, right? We've done all the favors. We've taken pay cuts. We've worked for no cuts just so that we can grow the CV. For no pay, you know. We've done the work.
Yes.
It's you know, so we're not it's not because we're greedy when we demand or we ask for certain things to happen, you know, for us to get in when we're working on a project.
Yeah.
It's because
you've put in the work.
We put in the work. We paid our dues.
Yeah. It's time for the fruits.
Yeah,
you know, you want to reap the fruits of your labor.
So what? I wasn't on the #1 show.
Yeah.
But I'm still qualified to do this job.
Yeah, and I've got experience.
I've got experience, and if you want me, it's because you see something.
Exactly.
Right, and you want to work with me.
So pay me my dues.
Pay me my dues, and then, because even now, even having said that, I'm not big enough to decline or to not work for free. Some, you know. But when there's a paying job, pay me my dues.
Pay me my dues. Yeah. And you know, you spoke something so important in the life of an artist, in the life of an actor, is structure. And this is structure, let's say, maybe in your training, and I wanna get to it. But is structure, let's say, so learner that you learn while being active within the industry, while facing all of these disappointments, all of these realities of booking a gig, going so long without a gig, and booking another one, and all of that. And a structure, let's see, that you have to discipline yourself into getting into. So I guess my question then comes over to going into why train, because that's where we met. You were post after, but we were still in and around that same area. I remember after one of the first films that we watched on production course, it was one of the films that you had done.
Yeah.
And it was a stop motion film.
Oh,
black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah, I think the inspiration was around Charlie Chaplin. So I remember watching it and then meeting you, then the conversations that we had, which also kind of shaped me as a first year to not rest, or would say I'm shooting films as my exams, you know what I mean? It's like, whoa. When you might say I'm living the dream at that moment. But being exposed to you, Ulem or Mavs, showed me, would say, this is not where we're trying to get to. There's a lot that we're still going to. So that training, going to and after, do you think it helped in you being able to discipline yourself to form that structure?
Yes, it helped. It has to have helped. You know, I mean, depending on what you got out of the school. You know, because sometimes we would leave with different things. You know, and it helped. But also, I think growth and life and watching interviews and understanding the industry, because I made mistakes first couple of years. You know, you don't, because it takes time to understand the rhythm of the industry. You know, the uncertainty of it, or you know, they tell you about it at school that the industry is tough, this, that, and the third. But it's only when you are outside as a performer, when you start going to auditions and castings, you know, you book 1 or 2 and you think, I know I'll be good, you know, because now you're looking at the money that you're making. You're 21, you're like, yo, you know, you're like,
5 to 6 digits, oh my God.
Hey, you know, you just not so long ago, you're working for 80 rand a show, like, you know, things I used to do. Or you're bartending 20 rand or 18 rand an hour, or, you know, 24 rand, depending on your skill set, you know.
Or sir, you produce a theater show and nobody shows up.
Yo,
one person shows up.
Hey, brother.
Like, you've been saving for just to
and you injected money, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's tough, bro. It's tough. So I think being level-headed helped, and also my background, where I come from, obviously my mom, and you know, and just also being goal-oriented, like knowing what you want and going for it, regardless how long it takes. So, and also understanding the understanding effort and result, right, and understanding discipline and what that does for you, you know. So that and watching, being observant, because you see how when you're moving reckless, what happens when you you're disciplined, but then you're disciplined in what, you know, because you also have to be disciplined. Okay, you eat great, sharp, you look good, but what skill are you adding on to you looking good? You know, are you working on your craft? What is it? So the discipline has to be laid out in the things that may potentially take you forward as a performer, as an artist. You know, so
that's amazing. And you know, you spoke something again, picking up from just what you said. I think you've answered the discipline part, and you saying you need to be disciplined, but understand why you're disciplining yourself. You know, and you then touched on iLembe, purpose driven and goal focused. You know,
because you can you can be disciplined. I mean, I'm pause. I don't drink alcohol. Okay, but you're lazy. Great, you don't drink alcohol, my brother, but you don't work out. You know, like there's nothing growing. You know, there's nothing of not of value, but there's you're not adding skill. You're just
towards your goal, towards what you want.
Yeah, you can abstain from a lot of things, you know, but you know, you have to do things. You know, that's doing is part of discipline.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So doing is part of discipline. Yeah. And so long and so many times, siyahlala sikhulume, sematshwaleni, hanging out, you know, chilling with the homies, and we're talking about the things that we want to do. But so often, more often than not, it ends in talk. Our work am I doing, you know what I mean? And I think what I've enjoyed is just like with our circle of friends within the industry is that, you know, I think there was a point where we saw I think sikhuluma kakhulu man. You know, and I think what happened was everybody started doing and actioning what it is that they really say they want to do. And now 10 years in the industry, you know, it's slowly gravitating back to like, okay guys, what did we speak about 10 years ago? 12 years ago, all of them, you know. I mean, we've known each other for 11 years now. Maybe a bit more.
Yeah, it might be a bit more.
Yeah, it might be a bit more. But where we are at now, it's like, damn, a decade ago, this was all a dream. This was all talk. You know, us being in Joburg, actually penetrating the industry, having the industry in our hands, it was just talk, and now it's action. We are born to, and you know, Konindo Ogewaisho about your upbringing, giving you a level head, and also being focused on what it is that you want, because kulola in the dark time to settle for Leo contract Leo is 15k a month. To settle for Leo contract Leo is 8k a month, so you can so you can pay your rent, you can get some food into your stomach. But you understood what I take that. I'm was going audition on because sometimes when you want to, let's say, your manager or your boss at that place, they don't understand.
They won't understand.
What do you mean? You signed a contract. There's an obligation
for you to be here every day.
Yes.
9 to 5.
You know. So and you have to hone your skills in a way you would say, no, I'm not gonna take that. You know, what are some of the skills that you had to acquire? And out of all those skills that you acquired, it's a 2-part question. What are the skills that you had to acquire? And out of all of those skills that you had to acquire, what is the one that has generated you the most money?
the acting is generated the most money. It's the performance. Yeah. But besides the acting, I was a sound technician. That's something I worked on. I used to do sound for activations and stuff. I worked at Cape Town TV. I was a VT operator. I was also head sound at some point there. I worked behind camera. Those are things that obviously by virtue of going to film school, but because I was a film major, I was a live performance major, and live performance and screen acting major. So, but I took time to learn how to use camera. So I was a photographer at some point. Used to do events in Cape Town. That brought in a bit of money, you know, every now and then. Told winning the Udla. Sound technician I mentioned, and then I got into martial arts. You know, I started teaching boxing, so that made me a bit of money. And then I was into fitness. I was, you know, I teach people kickboxing, or box fit and whatnot. What else did I do? And then because of my martial arts background recently, and then I started doing stunts. That's also paid. That's made me a great amount of money. But we get it. It's because I love it as well. Because so the initial plan was to do stunts as an actor, right? Because I grew up watching Wolf and Down, Jackie Chan, and stuff. So okay, I'd love to do an action film. So to get ahead of the curve, did be while the work has not come, do martial arts, and that was the thinking behind it. I went did boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, did hand-to-hand combat, you know, weapons training. It wasn't until 2022 where I was like, okay, maybe it's time to get into stunts, because the work was not coming as the actor. But the stunt job, unfortunately, there was the coordinator of iLembe, season 1, 2, and 3, is a friend of mine. So they were willing to allow me into the space. I learned. I'm still learning. I'm not accomplished, you know, but I've worked in a couple of projects now with a couple of coordinators. So I'm still learning. My wings are slowly growing and spreading, you know, in the space, and that runs concurrently with the acting, because when the jobs are not available in the stunt community, I can still go to auditions and castings, you know. But everything comes with a sacrifice, because when you sign a contract when you're doing stunts, that means obviously you can't now go to your casting. So you must just have a plan and understand exactly what it is that you're doing. You know, and go, because I'm not in it just for the money. Stunt. I'm in it I am a stunt performer. And I'll be growing to be, hopefully maybe one day be a coordinator. You know, and it's not something I take lightly. So that martial arts background helped me. But then I had to understand performance for camera, you know, how it works, what is, and understand the rules. So I'm not afraid to be a novice at something. You know, to start from the bottom. You know, and I did PA sometimes. I was a PA running around. You know, obviously the fees vary from. So those things I'm not. I don't have a problem. You know, but you can't pay me a PA fee as an actor.
No, you can't.
Yes. But I'll do the work that pays for that in that department. You know, but as a performer, my rates are different.
You know? And I think everything you've just said now goes back to what you talked about. The discipline, purpose-driven, knowing what it is that you want, you know, because I think, you know, I always listen to also interviews and listen to veteran actors speaking, but see, what they've noticed is that like the generation of now that wants to get into the industry,
because
of, I guess, social media and all of that.
The glitz and the glam.
The glitz and the glam. Yeah. You know, what you're talking about right now is remembering your why.
Yeah.
Why did you get into this industry? Because again, if it's the money that's your drive, kuningi ongeke ukwenze. Because it's you know, those gigs that will give you the good relationships while you're starting. Angeke uwathathe because you were fortunate enough to maybe book 2 adverts usangena nje. Let's say, you know, your day rate was $8,000 with the usage at 300%, you know, and it was like, yo, you know, waba right, and then now it's becoming dry and there's people offering you things, but because it doesn't meet you won't take those things, and then you find yourself you kicked out of the industry. I wish I know what somebody booted you out, but nobody is inviting you to sit. Nobody is doing this for you, and it's like, when's the game? It's like those that groundwork that you were supposed to do, you never really did it because EY was misplaced.
Was misplaced. You were motivated by money.
So what would you tell the young person who wants to come into the industry? We've spoken so much right now, but how you maneuvered, you know, to the level that you are, and even you are saying, I'm not at the level where I can say no to certain projects because if but yo, it's a fee, you know, and it's a project into so it's gonna be great for my name, you know, so of course you're gonna take it, you know. So now we are you know, over a decade in the industry, yet you're still not in the place and you know the things that you need to do in order to get there. So what would you say to that fresh kid that is coming into the industry, whether unai training or not? What's that vital advice to unai?
Number one. But I look. What I'd say to like whoever wants to get into the industry, man, know what you want to do, and go for it. Don't let anything stop you or stand in your way. Don't be a shitty person. Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Right, not be you know, don't be a shitty person. Don't backstab people. You know, don't use people. If you're using someone, let it be like, let them understand that okay, brother, I'm here because I see your platform, right? And this is what I bring to the table. Sharp. Can we, you know,
give and take?
So it's a give and take. So it's a trade-off. But yeah, so it's that, and then yeah, man, just stay prayed up, keep working, take everything with a pinch of salt, celebrate yourself when you can, you know, celebrate the work that you do.
Celebrate the small victories.
The small victories, my brother, because some people, if you look at the young kids now, some of them are not going through what we went through. You know, some of them it's not because we suck as well. It's not because we're lazy. You know, it's just the cards were dealt. You know? And we, regardless, so stay level-headed. Believe in yourself and believe in what you do. If there's results in what you're doing, then you're not crazy, bro. Stay the course. You know, things will work out. This homie can attest. You know, I'm not. You know, like, you know,
true that.
I'm not the biggest. Like you can't. For me, you can't say what long Mazela will show it. It's like this guy. You know, but I live well.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, because I work.
Yes, sir.
You know, I take care of myself. You know what I mean? So we don't all have to be on number one. I've been number one. You know, we don't all have to be on number one. You know, but just stay the course, carve out your lane, and be flexible to try new things, different things. And yeah, man, just invest in yourself and take care of the people that take care of you. You know, take care of your family is very important in this industry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So save your money, when you make, get one you on set for one day, you do a commercial, and you get 150 or 200 or half a mil, depending on who you are and what job you're doing. Save that money. It's not for you now to come show people who do. Now I can afford a Gucci top. No, save that money, spread it thin, my brother or my sister. You know, if you can invest in some things that will yield returns, do that. You know, this is a lot of advice, but
it means you have stayed the course.
Yes, sir.
And you're focused on what it is that you want. Even abantu so what do you do? And you say I'm an actor. Where have I seen you? As much as it's okay to say, as you know, maybe I'm in theater, or maybe I'm writing, or maybe I just haven't done a job, I'm just auditioning.
But you're still an actor.
You're still an actor whether you're working or not. You know, and once you stay the course, guess what? Your work will answer them. They'll be like, oh, so that's where you act.
That's where I've seen.
That's where I've seen
to this person at the same time. Yeah, man, just grow and just invest. Like the biggest thing is to invest in yourself. And study the game. Study the game, because you might find that you have a thing as an actor, but you have a neck for directing. You know, or performance directing, or script supervising. So those are the things that you can get into. Wow. But you must also understand that those things come with a little bit of commitment. So you can't now that you soon need like, hey, now there's this. You lose jobs, bro, because you committed to something else, and you have to be fine with that.
You have to be fine with it.
You have to be happy with it. Yeah. So take every casting seriously. You know, understand what they want, or audition. You know, especially I speak mostly about commercials because I was looking now. At my CV, I've probably done 30 something commercials.
Damn.
You know,
that's amazing.
You know, so like show up ready for the job, understand what they want in the casting, read your notes, and listening is a skill. You know, like being able to listen and adjust your performance according to what the director wants. Especially if you come, because we're there, whatever you do there is for 30 seconds, 15 sometimes, you know. So there's no time. Don't waste time. You know?
Don't waste time.
What you do clock, be excited. You do that, and the you know. They don't care about Krutowski or Stanislavski, whatever.
Nah.
You know, it's hey. Can you sell this product?
You know?
How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel jovial? You know?
And also, you know what I like. Let me show you what it's not about Krutowski and all of that. You know, I've had my fair share of commercial experience, and you know what I've learned, Lapana Fetu, is you must just be an actor, and an actor must be malleable into whatever the director wants. You know, of course, finally you have to get there prepared. You know, like you say, you get there prepared, you get there, you focused. But awungayenzi lento where it's like ufika uthola notes and then you're like, oh wait, can let me go back? And that's the reason why you always have to keep your actor tools sharp.
Yeah, some people do that. Some people, it works for them that way. Like it takes them. Excuse me.
But it can't take too long because time is money.
Yes, time is money. That's what you need to understand when you're dealing with commercial. But some people, you'll find directors that will, because they want you and the client wants you, they will give you grace. They'll be, you know, they'll give you the time that you need to adjust, you know, or to get into it. But like you said, even if you're not an actor and you just go into commercials, you have to be you have to be a performer at some level, you know, and that's the reason why you signed maybe with this agent, whatever agent that you with. So yeah, and get there prepared. They usually give you one take where you do your own thing,
Yeah.
and then they're like, okay, cool. And if they like it, they're like, okay, cool, that was great.
Yeah.
Let's try it this way.
Yeah.
You know.
Which I think is always the best when you come with the proposal.
Yeah.
And not just be want to be directed.
But don't be.
Yeah.
Too big.
Don't act.
Don't
act. Be.
You know, there's some commercials that want buy this for 455 rand.
Yeah.
You know, so those are the I don't do those kind of commercials. You know, for me.
Performance driven.
No, it's not performance. It's yeah.
Yeah, for you,
the
like
subtle
things.
You know,
Yeah.
You know, it's the nuance.
Yeah, the ones that challenge the actor in you.
That's me. That's the stuff.
I love those too, like where I actually get to play the character, you know, and come with the character. Yes, mostly like it will be 80% me, but then there will be the character because maybe you wouldn't be in that certain space, but your character is there, and that small nuance thing. And I think that also comes with just being in the industry of learning. Okay, can't be too big like this. Or
don't blink too much. This takes away from your performance so much.
Yeah. And also don't blink.
Don't be
a robot.
Don't show some life. Choose your moments. Take it from here to there.
And I think that choosing your moments thing. Yeah, of course, bro. And I think that's again in just growing your skills and honing your skills, just being able also to share that knowledge, because we are wise based off our workshops to share that knowledge because of your experience and all of that. Yeah, but I'm not
start charging
people. Got it. So manje, before we wrap it up, as Lithemba, what is your way of keeping a level head in the actor's iceberg, where people see the success, they see the adverts, they see the car, they see, you know, all of this, what you want them to see, what you've worked hard for them to see. But then the rejection, the financial struggles at times when isn't ongoing well. What is those things that allow you to keep a mentally healthy mind, where you don't go on a mental breakdown, where you don't, yes, you'll have maybe a dark day where you lock yourself in a room for one day, but become strong enough and say, actually, can't do this, I need to see the sun, I need to do this. So what are some of the things that also our viewers could probably take away from what you're going to answer? Or maybe now they can try that
to help themselves.
Yeah, to help themselves, with whatever mental health condition they might face.
So for me, I'm just myself, right? I don't really have like a structure. Well, I do have structure, but I don't even have like a structured, like a mental diagram, which things I do. But I'll just tell you what. So for me, I'm generally a positive person, right? I try and keep my thoughts positive, optimistic. I believe in God. There's no doubt about it. I believe what God has set out for me will find me, it will come to me, right? So when I don't get this job, I'll get the next one, right? Sometimes I go into an audition, I get there, I'm like, thank you, bro, I got it, and lo and behold, you confirmed, So, and I be Ugo's jailer, man, not in a bad way, but trusting yourself. My name is Lithemba, so I trust myself. It's tempe. Yeah, well, and you have a I don't know, like I think spirituality also helps. You know, I believe in God, like I said, but I also believe in my ancestors, Amangwani. You know, that they wouldn't forsake me. My grandmother was when I lived and grew with her, grew in front of her. I was a prayer warrior, and some of the things that we used to pray at 12. I didn't understand these things. You like you must pray at 12 at 12, but the prayer warriors know which 12 was the prayer time or 2 o'clock, you know. But I used to go with my grand siyokhuleka ngaphandle with the candle, you know, at certain times, you know what I mean. So those things kind of keep me grounded, you know, because like I said, your upbringing. But if you didn't have the type of upbringing, find the things that help you spiritually and mentally and also physically, you know. So take care of yourself physically. If you have to read motivational quotes, sometimes you read a motivational quote, you're like, alright, cool, whatever, because you're not feeling, and it's okay to have a downtime. You know, it's okay to have a downtime, to have a down day, but get up. You know, at the end of the day, you have to get up. You have to win the day somehow. Whether it's you have to do something. Whether it's okay, I didn't do anything today, but I can at least clean, or I can at least look at something that helps. Or sometimes just have a relaxed day. You know, choose the days that you have it. You know, okay, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna chill. I'm dealing with a lot. I'm just gonna switch off my phone. You know, but also having a community of people that you can talk to that are within the space. You know, that helps. So because people then, like somebody was, I'm like, no, relax, bro. A job will come. Just keep going. And how are you pulling up with the job at the castings, at the auditions? Okay, maybe you need to change this. You need to change this. Don't cut your hair. Keep your hair. You know, those are the things that we advise each other. I'm like, now you're sitting at a certain age group. Do this. This is how you dress. You got to show up to the audition like this. They can always cut your hair. They can't grow it. You know, I mean, they can always also give you hair, but it's best when you have the canvas. Like, oh, okay, we like him, so we can cut. You know, there's that. Give him this haircut, and you say yes, it's a job. You're working for granted a long period. You know, those are the things that I do, man, and just like I'm an animal. It's just another thing where I'm like,
you're relentless.
I'm just like, being gone. You know,
I'm not also by fire.
But I'm not stepping into people.
Not stepping on toes.
On people's toes.
But
if it happens, my bad. You know, I can always own up.
Your foot was undermined.
Get your foot off.
Get your foot off undermined. Nah, 100%, Petso. I think it's balegi izinto ishoyo, and you know they show how much growth and investments you've done in yourself.
Yes, sir.
You know, and also putting value in izinto ayifundiswe ekhaya. You know, and applying it. Yes, mhlambe at a younger age, understand ukuthi why kukhulekwa kangaka, you know. But I remember like one thing that's really pushed me in what you're saying is, you know, I remember my dad's sermon I preached a couple of years ago. What he after you survive this, tell the people that prayer saved my life. You know, and over years, you know, as you know now how my acting journey has been, you know, and the thing that made me stay the course was knowing that this is my calling. And it's prayer that has saved my life. It's okay, with ABC. I mean, bro, we got a Red Bull sponsor now.
Let's go.
That's gonna happen, but here it is. You know what I mean? We've got colognes. You know, you've got your coffee. You know what I mean? So things are growing, my bro, and can't wait to see where we end up, because I know we're still going higher and higher.
Restaurant coming.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Start selling meat.
Yes, sir. It's all coming along. And I just appreciate just being on this platform.
Thank you, my brother.
And sharing your knowledge with the kids. There's so much.
Mm-hmm.
Take away everything that we've spoken about. Discipline, being focused on what you want. Whenever you hone your skills within the industry that you want to be in, and don't be a dick. Like, be a good person, you know. Be relentless with what you want, and then also stay level-headed and grounded and spiritually enlightened.
Yeah. Don't have to be. Hey, actually, you do what you. I'm not a. You know.
Yeah.
But I do.
You do just fine.
I do it. Let me just say, I'm gonna not minimize it as well.
Yes, sir, you do it.
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah.
Man. What he said.
Yes, sir. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, notifications bell so you know next time I upload a video.